Imagine, they are not yet on the shelf, but they are available. They are just doing the simple arrangement of this stock, and they are going to be putting them on Friday. Wow!
Adjusting ojiwambiremu.
I'm not invited for Friday. What time is the event starting? Some people are going to bed at 10 and then they
Setting.
What time is the event starting? Because the real buyers of these products are the people who are working, the people who are seated in office, the ones who are getting stressed. Every day. Practice.
Kano kanyweza eno stand. But then bono webuti.
For more than 10 years plus. Imagine this guy in our previous company was moving volume, and then he even reached to a point where the company had to sit down and recognize him for being one of the consistent product movers at the company. These are my favorite sleep club. But now, today I think we're seeing the amount of sales.
Take the tool once. We're gonna do. Why? Jagwa. Gena mkwalide wote. It's okay, man. It's okay.
Sales.
And massive.
Now, this system has that power. He has the ability to run.
Thank you. Mpaliwa David. Ananiona ngitonga. Ada kusikia mmoja wetu la motoka ya chief boss.
Remember, the training is going to be a training on the 5th and the 6th, right? The 5th and what? 6th. So there's going to be a list that's going to come out, and on that list, you go and fill and sign your name up with customer care, so it will be able for you to not miss out on that kind of what? Training. It's very packed full, so make sure for those who are going to appear, it's still okay. We have another chance to appear in the next training. Are you ready for that, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. So to know how to appear in that kind of system is a gentleman who's going to take us down. He was ranked as last month's top 20 earner. He's someone who moved 3,000 CV alone. Tell me about alone. Those are prospects. Tell me about alone. A person who moves 3,000 CV has sold more than almost 20 million plus worth of products. And if Mr. Steven Mulindwa Kisache can do it, why not? Let's welcome the trainer, and Hassan can go back to his past and give us a very beautiful song for this amazing gentleman, our silver business builder, none other than Mr. Steven Mulindwa Kisache. Let's give him a nice song.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. That's a little bit low. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Are we excited? Yes, my name is Mulindwa. I'm very happy, and I'm going to be a trainer today. Are you excited? Yes. Today we're going to talk about something very exciting. This is hair, skin, and nails, an amazing product. I want to welcome everybody watching us online via YouTube, TikTok Live, and those of us who want to learn more about the product. Some of us want to change the world by impacting other people. Just put up your hand up straight and high. Okay, amazing. Today, we're going to talk about the OQATA's Hair, Skin and Nails Supplement Overview. Are we together? Sorry for the delay. Something small happening up there. And good we are here, isn't it? Give yourselves a round of applause. Mwekubireko mu ngalo kanjogera Oluganda. Atakubye mu ngalo akube mu ngalo. Put your pens down and you clap our hands up straight. Such that everybody online here via YouTube can know you guys are here. Clap to show them that you're many here. If you're struggling, Hassan is going to give us a marker with a lot of conditions. Today, I'm going to talk about B7. Vitamin, basically. You can call that biotin. You know there are many vitamins. There is the B1, there is the B3, B2, there is the B12, which is good for the brain and cognitive health. Now, today we are going to talk about this amazing product. You see, so many of you have people who are diabetic, or you know people who are pre-diabetic, isn't it? And you have been looking around for solutions for them. One of the products we have that is superbly good for the diabetes and the pre-diabetic condition and all these things to do with insulin resistance, or what you call insulin sensitivity, which is the major cause of these conditions, is that one, hair, skin, and nails. So if you're out there, or if you know people out there who are struggling with these symptoms, they are not even diseases, you get it, of what we call the insulin resistance, like diabetes, this is one of them that you must give them. And we are going to go through this comprehensive guide of the ingredients that are in this product called the hair, skin, and nails. And we shall also talk about the different benefits that you're going to get from using this amazing product, the hair, skin, and nails. And finally, we will talk about the users and who needs it. Are we ready?
Yes.
So I'll follow the slide for now. This hair, skin, and nails formula, first of all, the first reason it was made was to enhance beauty from the inside out as a product. Many women are out there using a lot of lotions and the rest of that, and they're looking for beauty. Are we together? So many of them have brittle nails and they are putting on the gel builders, and all they are looking for is for beautiful nails. Yes or yes?
Yes.
And so many of them out there are doing everything it takes, going for steaming, the facials and the rest of that, want to do beauty. So this wonderful product offers a blend of what we call vitamins. Everybody shout vitamins.
Vitamins.
Minerals. Everybody shout minerals.
Minerals.
And many other natural ingredients that are meant to support, first of all, your hair, your skin and nails, but also other parts in the body. Are we together?
Yes.
And this hair, skin and nails, that formula we call comprehensive formula, doesn't only target beauty. And this is the point. You see, many of us look at the name or the label, and that is what we are selling the product for. This wonderful product does not only target beauty. When you use it, it contributes to the overall wellness. Did you know that this product here also is good for the men who have low sperm count? Somebody's like, how is that? Yes, it is very good. Those of us who are writing are already writing. And those of you who are looking at me, I am the one and I'm not changing. Keep looking at me. We shall look at you as well. Later, when you come to me, I will not answer those questions. So write. You see, when I was learning, my teachers and mentors were telling me, we are not going to tell you to write. When you listen, you should do that shorthand so that you can redo my speech when I'm done in like 2 pages. So if possible, write everything. Now this product doesn't only target beauty, it does everything. So that is the introduction to that. It has key ingredients. And the first ingredient, today we shall talk more about that one. It's called biotin. Everybody say biotin.
Biotin.
Biotin. Of course, biotin is vitamin B7. This particular one promotes hair growth by improving that protein structure called keratin in the hair. So it makes your hair look nice. So those of us who have cutting hair, those of you who are young and you're starting to get bald-headed in the middle here, you're losing hair, I don't know what is taking it, you need biotin. And the other thing about it, when it comes to your nails, biotin, vitamin B7, it helps strengthen the nails and prevent the brittleness of the nails. Enjala ziba tezimenyeka. Ate nga zirabika bulungi. Are we together? So when you use the hair, skin, and nails, one of them that you get is the biotin. Now, the third dot there about this wonderful nutrient or vitamin, biotin, it supports the metabolic functions that benefit overall hair, skin health, but also the general metabolic function. This is what I want you to pay attention to. Everybody, you can zoom in here, everyone. You see, Juma, zoom in here. Your body is made up of building blocks. What do we call them? Cells. Cells. Now, your mom one egg cell, your dad one sperm cell. Two become one, and then binary fusion occurs. So 4, 8, 16, 32, and now your trillions of cells. Are we there? So these cells form what we call groups of cells, and these are called tissues. Now, tissues are groups of cells that later form what you call organs. Hassan? Organs. We have different organs. For example, the liver, another one. The heart, and then another one. The kidney. So you talk about internal organs, you also want others that you can see. Another one, doctor. The brain, and many more. Maybe the eye. You don't talk about the eye as an organ? Isn't an eye an organ? It is. Now, these organs, they form what we call systems according to their functions, you know. For example, if we talk about the different systems, there are many. We have the lymphatic system. We have the nervous system. We have the digestive system. Which other one? Respiration. Which other one? Excretion. Which other one? Reproduction, and many more. They are like over 8 systems. Now, different systems put together, you are now formed, and that is the body. So when you're talking to somebody, they should know this. Before your body gets sick, it starts down here at a cellular level. Now, definitely, when you eat food, it will not work until it is here. So there is something called metabolic function. That is how your cell works. And also, there is another called metabolic dysfunction. That means your cell is not working well. Yes or yes? Now, there are many reasons as to why our cells get dysfunctional, of course. Many reasons. And many of them come from external features. Stuff we call free radicals that we take in. In the air we breathe, a lot of contaminants. The water you drink is so much contaminated. You guys are also taking a lot of what we call artificial colors, or you can call them dyes. Food color in cakes, food color in the drinks you call carbonated drinks, etc. Most of these ones cause what we call metabolic dysfunction. Hello? Are you listening? Yes. Are you writing? Yes. Kakati sukari ya jaja. We have two concepts. Don't go there. Hey, Juma, today, I don't know. Maybe I need to walk here. Hassan. When I go there, there is that. Do you guys feel that echo? When you eat food, after it is digested, it gets absorbed into the blood streams from the intestines, and now blood circulates what you call the food nutrients, let's say you've eaten carbohydrates, what comes out of that is what? Glucose. When you take sauce, what comes out of that is amino acids n'ebirala. Si bwe kiri? Kati zino food nutrients bwe zijja, they pass from the blood in a process you call assimilation into what you call your cell. This is where the body will now use the food inside the what? The cell. So normally, a cell allows in food nutrients, then the food will give you energy, the food will build the body, the food in terms of vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables will do the protection in the cell, and the wastes are produced. And they are supposed to be eliminated as wastes back into the blood, and then the blood goes to the kidney for cleansing. That is how your cell works. Allowing nutrients pass out, wastes. But then, when you expose it to a lot of free radicals, it gets denatured and dysfunctional. Becomes insulin resistant. And then the nutrients cannot enter. A little that enters gives you little energy, and then most of the waste cannot pass out. A little waste comes out. Now, dysfunctioning of your cells is where most diseases come from. Now, of course, if your cells are dysfunctional, like you can see here, you're going to have too much sugars building up and rising in volumes in the blood because they can't enter the cell. Kati awo njagala muwulirize obulungi. When the sugars cannot enter the cell, they are going to cause issues in your body. Like you all know, too much blood sugar causes problems, isn't it? So the body responds by trying to reduce it. That is when it produces that hormone that most of you know, called what? Insulin comes to the rescue of getting the sugars. You know, there is a very important equation I love. Everybody who is diabetic and pre-diabetic to be, you guys who have big tummies. Abali wano ngoyina akabuto uliriza. Abali wano ngoyina skin tags uliriza. Abali wano nga wano mbulago bo waliwo ekintu nga necklace gwe yayokya. Those colors. Wani wali ebiseera ngoyina uliriza. You listen. You know, signs of insulin resistance are many. When you have a brain fog, listen. Ebinyamanyama, listen. Ebisambisambi ebinene ebitategereka, listen. Yeah. Your skin is a little bit pale, listen. When you get thirsty most of the time, listen. When you urinate, of course, listen. Olya nnyo all the time. Omugezi awuliriza era awandiika. Olyankuza nnyo enjala ekulumaaluma, listen. Those are some of the symptoms. I will stop there. Now, sugar is supposed to give us energy. Era twetaaga amaanyi okutuula, okwogera, okutambula. That is why we eat food every day. Carbohydrates give us energy because they give us glucose. But when your cells are dysfunctional, sugar levels in the blood will rise. And the sugar is not needed to be in the blood for long. It has to be transported and moved out of the blood as fast as possible. But then it stays, the body will see that as excess sugars. So they're going to cause a diversion in our equation. And now we shall need some helper called insulin to come and convert the excess sugars that are not being put to use because your energy stores are full, chocolate and exercise. You know, when you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, if your showing those signs I talked about. You don't have to eat all the time. You do what we call intermittent fasting. You know, at night you're fasting, by the way, when you're sleeping. How many of you sleep when you're eating? You eat when you're sleeping? Hello? Timukoye, temwagala nakuddamu kati bana baliko online balowooza temuliwo. Hello? Kakati. You produce energy, you don't use it. Because you're not active. Now the energy stores are full, not put to use because you don't exercise. But you keep on eating because your cells are hungry. They are hungry, yet you have too much food in the blood that is not able to enter the cells. And you know your body is made up of cells. You eat what you don't use. And that is why the brain and the body are always craving for more, which is always put to no use because it can't enter the cell. Because the more you eat, you're creating more diabetes for yourself. That is why we have 9-year-olds. 3 weeks ago, somebody was brought to my office and they're 9 years and they're sick of diabetes. And then you're 23, you think you're lucky. 2 years later, you're going to get. Maybe some of you don't know because you've not done tests. But then you feel it's healthy to have a chibuto and you find you're sick. You who wakes up in the night at 3 a.m. and you think it's just motivation to do business. You know, you go in your bed and it is 10:30 and then you don't get sleep up to 1:30 and you keep pretending to be on TikTok and on the phone. You have issues. When you go to the bed, you have to sleep. And then if you sleep for 2 hours and you wake up and you think, me, I wake up early and I go do business, you're joking, you're sick. You know, my mentor used to tell me, you are sick. And then he does this, I'm like, you are sick. Akati excess sugars in eno, tocha energy storing amani, these are going to be converted to fats. And that is why, when I talk about you have a big belly and you're sick, this is what I mean. Because you're already using the would-be energy into fats. Now the fats are being stored everywhere. They're going to be stored in your liver. And then you have a fatty liver. It doesn't want to have a fatty liver. You know that? And you've never tested to know. You have not known. That's why using liver care is no compromise. If you're not yet diagnosed, you know, diabetes is funny. You can be with it for 10, 15 years before you're told you have it. And then when you're told, you start panicking. You want it to go in 1 month. You're joking. Who is with me? Now, when the fats are formed in the blood vessels, because the sugar and the insulin have all been in the blood, so these are going to be in the blood, they're going to make your blood thick. And then you have high blood cholesterol. And then when you have high blood cholesterol, category was already fine. And some of you are fancying about, you know, they told me I have high blood cholesterol, and they told me to stop eating this and that, and then you're fine with it. Maybe sometimes, when you run to your doctor, listen to me very well, those of you who are going to make money here. Your doctor tells you to take what you call statins. Doctor, what are statins? Come and tell us what are statins. You want to tell us statins? You don't want to tell us. The drugs that reduce the blood cholesterol. So you immediately are going to give in some statins. Maybe Zoko, maybe Lipitor or something. There are many. But let me tell you, did you know, those of you who are writing, that a big percentage of your brain is made up of cholesterol and you need those fats in the brain? And now you're taking anti-cholesterol. What are you doing to your brain? Good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. So the drug knows this is bad cholesterol. It knows. You're joking. That's why sometimes emyaka ejiyitawo abo bafuna kye bayita memory loss bafuna issues to do with the brain, and then they have Alzheimer's, and then they have dementia, those diseases of you forget your child's name, and you're like, Jaja today is off. You know, she comes, she's there, and then she's like, who are you? And then later she remembers, oh, Stephen, what's that? I said, Jaja, I've been here for 2 days, but don't know. You understand? Ogenda okubuuza nga ali ku statins. Anyway. Now, many people rush to go for that. Now, that is how it's supposed to be done, according to... We reduce cholesterol in the blood because you're indisciplined, your cells are dysfunctional, and now the cholesterol, the sugars are being converted to fats instead of giving you energy. And you're not even exercising. That is where diseases start. Now, of course, when you have high cholesterol in the blood, you know the low density lipoproteins, they call them LDLs, bad cholesterol. You're going to have now blood pressure going up. Now, let me ask, is pressure a disease really? It's just a condition to mean that you have a lot of bad fat in your blood, which may not come from necessarily eating meat. They come from sugars. And then the blood vessels are narrow, and then when they are narrow, because there is fat in there, and now you have high blood pressure, and now you're rushing for vasodilators, for blood thinners like aspirin. And there is nothing you can do about that unless you know. Omega 3. Also, all of you here. And you use it. Not because you have money, but because you eat sugar every day. And you take rice. And you take posho. And you take matoke. And you take what? Yams. All the carbohydrates have sugars. You know, some people be fooling themselves. They told me I have a lot of blood sugars. And now, you say, they told me to stop eating this sugar. It causes sugar. And then you stop taking the sucrose, the one which is like in the supermarket. You get it? And then you're like, they told me to take natural sugars. And what examples people rush to get? Honey, isn't it? And then they tell you, they told me to stop eating polished wheat. I want to clear a little bit because I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Nemulekera okulya omuchere gwa white. Nemulekera okulya omuchere oba akawunga ka polish. No, I'm going to eat whole grain, which is good. Whole grains are good because they have the essential fatty acids that can somehow help you cleanse your cell membranes so that you can get back to this, but that doesn't mean they don't have sugars. And when you're already pre-diabetic or diabetic, we tell you to stop, if possible, to limit, to reduce the amount of sugars you take. Mumpulira. Kakati, of course, when you take honey, nera honey avamu sukali. What ina chokoze? Wowe yagala kuona soko likirawo sukali. Completely. There are many other sources you'll get it from. Now that is how people get diabetes. After high blood pressure, the high blood pressure comes because the insulin from the pancreas is still being secreted. So whenever you have too much sugars and the cells are not functioning well, the insulin is always produced to handle the situation of high blood sugars by converting them to fats. And this is what's funny. When you have diabetes, they know you have issues with insulin secretion and insulin sensitivity in a hospital. So what they do, they give you drugs that are going to act like insulin. They are going to give you insulin shots, maybe from two animals that are similar to men, a pig and a horse. So you inject every time you're going to eat. And what are you doing? You're actually causing more fat. You know, it is funny. You're treating or managing diabetes, but you're causing high cholesterol because insulin now in the body, your cells are dysfunctional, not worked on. Erobo forming amasavu kachulia, emere jolide forming amasavu. Kati wato siibye mukko kukendeza amasavu ago gakole mu mubiri olwalira ddala. Kyatugamba balina sukaali okusiiba. Advise your patients to fast. If they are diabetic, they should be 8 hours of eating, 16 hours of no eating. Did you understand that one? Maybe you didn't.
You're right.
Don't take early morning breakfast as a diabetic, pre-diabetic. Start at 10. Transnight, start at 10, eating. And don't overeat, eat like you're dying tomorrow. So biotin will help you on this one. It supports what we call metabolic functions that benefit the overall body at a cellular level. Kati biotin yoyo omwetaaga. Research has shown that vitamin B7 biotin ali mu hair, skin and nails. It can reverse diabetes drastically because it causes this to come back to normal from this. That's why when somebody is diabetic, one of the major products we give them, apart from giving them resveratrol and the liver care and the super omega-3, we give them this one. When they don't have money, they take this one and colon detox. So biotin is good. Then we have what we call vitamin E. Vitamin E. Vitamin E mulungi. Of course, it moisturizes the hair, the skin, and it makes you look, when your skin is hydrated, you look fresh. But also vitamin E, when you look at it, it is good for your heart. And people who have issues with this one, they have heart issues because the blood is thick and the pressure is high of the blood. Katika akantu kalimu vitamin E. Vitamin E ng'ogyeko ebyo bya skin, it takes away that oxidative stress from your skin that is caused by the free radicals. Nobanga toli stressed, katunulira neighbor wo mu maaso, mutunulire, look at your neighbor in the face. Bw'aba akola ati nabanga yenna alabika nga ali stressed, alina bi eye bag, yenna alabika nga akaddiye. Waliwo abakaddiye ku myaka 22 nga wenna osiwusa olususu. Mutunulire. Mutuyambe eya skin and nails tetumuseera. Wekuba bukubi wano tujje tukoleko. In fact, come we work on you. Why are you laughing? Your neighbor looks pale. Vitamin E is needed and it supports your scalp health. Scalp, mabaina situka. Mubane scalp issues. Dandruff. So it promotes the healthier hair growth. Then not only that, let's proceed and finish. There's vitamin C. Now this product has vitamins, all of them. Vitamin C, collagen production. Abachala bakimanyi nti improving skin elasticity, reduce wrinkles, you need collagen. I told you to look at your neighbor. If they have wrinkles, they look pale, they look stressed. Now, you the distributors who want to make money, this is the product you should stick around yourself because it makes you look good. You look miserable and you're telling me the products do what? Bakaseera. It's one of the cheapest products, yet it works. Kakati, it promotes and protects your skin and hair from environmental stress like pollution. You are using a lot of lotions that are pollutants on your skin. You need vitamin C, which you can get from fruits and vegetables, but there is a lot that is affecting them. You can say me, I'll eat, for example, tomatoes, I'll eat, for example, mangoes and the rest of that, but changes in temperature and pressure exerted on the fruits when they are detached on the mother plant or from the mother plant reduces the nutrient content by minutes. Kati omuyembe bagujjayo nga teguweze bulungi, ne bagutereka ne baginyigiriza ne bakiteeka mu mmotoka ne baziisa mu musana nga bagivuga ne bagireeta nakasero ne bagisulawo wali wansi pressure, And then you come and buy, and then you take it, you wash it, you also take it in a fridge, and then you eat it later. Is it nutritious? No. Wasting time. How many you detach it from a mother plant there, you should eat it. But even when you do that, there are chemicals. So there is what we call vitamin D. Now, because there is vitamin D in this product, listen, hair, skin, and nails are remove vitamin D. Olwokuba remove vitamin D, because it has vitamin D, it makes it a good product for your bones. Can I repeat that? What did I just say? Those of you who heard, it makes it a good product for what? Bones. So stop wasting time. This is the product you need if you don't have money. It has vitamin D. Okay, let's talk about things of what people want to hear. The creation of new hair follicles, promoting hair growth. You need vitamin D. Hair follicles to be recreated so that you can have good hair. But also the same product is working on the diabetes and insulin resistance. The same product is working on your bones. And vitamin D, like you know, it promotes and boosts immune function, reducing inflammation. Do you know what causes most diseases these days is inflammation? Ekireta magumba okuluma bakita inflammation. Ekikuletera okukaddiwa, growing old, is called what? Inflammation. Inflammation, symptoms of inflammation. Pain. So wherever there is pain, it is inflammation. Swelling, change of color. Bizimba. So you need vitamin D. That means hair, skin, and nails is good. When you have bone problems, you have muscular pain, you want to reduce that inflammation. And you know, when it comes to your hair, they tell you it boosts immune function. So your immunity, reducing inflammation. Hata abantu bangi abakaba ne senyiga abalina hair, skin, and nails. So amufuna. You know, these vitamins do a lot in your body. What is the fifth ingredient? Zinc. What is the fifth ingredient in hair, skin, and nails? Zinc. Now, basic information is zinc. I know it is for immunity boosting. Zinc is for wound healing, good skin, nice hair. But let's read the slide. Zinc supports DNA production, essential for cell division in hair follicles. Kakati, DNA production, male fertility. DNA production, good life. DNA production, reverse of diseases. DNA, arthritis, rheumatoid. This is the product. You know, zinc is good. When you have damaged hair, and you're thinning hair, and you're having hair loss, you who use chemicals in your hair, this is what you need. Hair, skin, and nails, because it has zinc. Now there's something called sebum. The other day, Uma told us what sebum is. And you have a very oily skin, and you want it to normalize the oiliness of it. Skin chona chiri oily, oyagala chi balancing. Chiri dry, chi skin cho oyagala chireme kubeera dry. Wetaaga ebirungo bino. So akati, if you're ready, really, you want to be marketed on air, you want to go online and do your marketing, why don't you use hair, skin, and nails so that you don't hide yourself under filters all the time? Kakati buli mukyala njagala muyite ayagala okulabika obulungi. Product y'abakyala bagiyitaani? Hair, skin, and nails. Abasajja abagala olabika obulungi, product bagiyitaani? Hair, skin, and nails. Abatayagala kufuna ulcers. You know, this zinc is good for healing of the wounds. And we talk about zinc as one of them you need in the healing of ulcers. Kakati, you're struggling with giving only colon detox and maybe liver care. Which other product can you add on? Hair, skin, and nails. Why? Because of You know, some of you are like, someone told me they have ulcers and the colon detox is out of stock. You're joking. You just don't know. You're short of knowledge. Hair, skin, and nails. Turmeric with an active compound called curcumin. So it reduces embalabe, so acne. Lightens dark spots. How many of you people have dark spots? Another symptom of a bad cell. You want to have your skin radiant. And then they talk about anti-inflammatory properties that calm irritated skin and promote healing. Now, when you talk about curcumin, you talk about liver health. You talk about detoxification. You talk about kidney functioning. You talk about general body wellness. You talk about anti-cancer. Some of you are writing, let's continue writing. Others who are on the phone, it's very fine. Today's I am not in the modes of, getting people embarrassed, really. We have no time, we want to make money. So kati buli muntu gwomanyi nga alina diabetes, buli muntu gwomanyi nga alina liver problems, fatty liver, etc. This product, they need it. The name hair, skin, and nails is just a label. Everybody you know who has high blood pressure issues, these are the products they need to take. You know, as they are on them, they look good, they feel fine. You want your skin to be protected from environmental damage, from those chemicals you keep putting on yourself as lotions and as perfumes. This is the one. You see, those of you who are watching us online, the product you should order for now is called hair, skin, and nails. You want to reverse diabetes. You don't have money. You are pre-diabetic, you don't have money. This is it. You're a distributor who has such a big tummy because you've started making money. You go and revise and repent to God. Sorry, Lord, I want to be healthy. Let me get hair, skin, and nails. You take 2 tablets every day. They are pink in color. Don't chew them. Swallow them after food. The other day I was seeing people telling people to chew muscle bone care. Whoever told you that, tell them to come and see me. I help you. Don't do these things because you feel these things are swallowable. You swallow them. You know when you chew, how much volumes are going to stay in your teeth? And in the tract as it's going, it just go direct to where it is going to be. Instead of using 2 tablets, you're going to use 6, where you'd have used 2. Tell your neighbor, you do like this. Let's thank God. The season is now. Let's clap for ourselves. You see, when the knowledge is not there, the Bible says, even God knows. He says in the Bible, my people perish because they lack knowledge. You make mistakes because you don't have knowledge. You will die because you're ignorant. And then you reach the gates of hell, not heaven, and they are like, oh no, let's finish. Keratin, another good protein. Keratin is in the hair, skin, and nails. It strengthens the hair shaft and smoothes the hair cuticles for shiner, healthier looking hair. Now, if you want to have shiner, healthier looking hair, please come and take hair, skin, and nails as a distributor. It repairs damaged hair. It improves the texture and it helps your hair become manageable. It is no other product as easy as nice as this hair, skin, and nails, by the way. Kukatale ka Uganda. Now we talk about nails. The keratin reinforces nails. People have nails that break and they are always splitting. Now there is another one called saw palmetto. Saw palmetto helps reduce hair loss by inhibiting the DHT, a hormone that is linked to hair thinning. You know, there are hormones you secrete which are linked to hair thinning and loss of hair. And this saw palmetto promotes hormone balancing, benefiting both men and women. You guys heard me talk about fertility in men and hair, skin, and nails. What does it? It's called so what? But also biotin, vitamin B7, is good for the hormone testosterone. You've been dying on I take Andro T and Andro Brew. You have no option. Now when somebody comes with sperm count issues, jangu, tujja kuwa Andro T, tujja kuwa coffee, tujja kuwa yoneka hair, skin and nails, tukuyoneka omega 3, tugateko ne liver care. Waka tumanyi birimu. Kompadde bingi. And because you need all of them. Kano kali mu kino, kano kali mu kiri. Kasavu kanyama, you want to get a baby very fast. Tugende maaso. You know, as they are taking it, they look nice, and the woman comes, you look nice. Fertility. Hormone balancing, those of you who are 43, 45 years, menopause, premenopause, postmenopause, mutandise ebintu bya menopause, pre-post, manya biti abakyala mumpulira. Yes. Which product? Yes. I tell my hormones are like this, I tell my periods are like this, I tell when I entered perimenopausal, I tell I did like this, I tell I feel this, then my body is also starting to get pre-diabetic, I'm worried. Hair, skin, and nails. By the way, I love hair, skin, and nails because in weeks, it can reverse the pre-diabetes. In weeks. You know, my uncle has diabetes, and I don't know which drugs to give them. And you know, they told me omega 3 is good, but also they told me liver care is good. And then they told me muscle care is also good. And then they told me the other day somebody come and talked about resveratrol. So cool. But the first truth, this one should be there. Then maintaining a healthy scalp. You know, there are those men who cut their hair and their scalp is shining. And then there are those women who put on wigs. And then when they remove the wig, the hair, they just need to wash the scalp. Otherwise, if they don't wash it, ochisusa. So keratin and saw palmetto. Now this product has about 8 super components. The first one is vitamin B7 called biotin, kusukali oyo kabaka. Vitamin E kumutima oyo kabaka. Vitamin C byonna naye protecting your cells and making you look good. Collagen production oyo kabaka. When you come to vitamin D, bones and other things kabaka. When it comes to zinc, immunity and DNA. When it comes to saw palmetto and curcumin, these products are good. Kakati, let's finish. Sagala kulwawo nnyo. You need to get yourself a hair, skin and nails. And start using it. You're looking so miserable, some of you. You look so old for your age. Tell your neighbor, wow. Mulekane, wow. Abamu mukaddiye ekitayina kaddiba mukisusiza. Mwetaga hair, skin and nails. Biotin to be specific. Ne collagen. Gamba neighbor okisusiza. Why should you use this product? Comprehensive hair. You know, when you want to comprehensively care for your hair, skin, and nails, this is the product. Just looking nice and feeling good. Then, it contains targeted nutrients for beauty and wellness. The word is wellness. When you're pre-diabetic, you're not well. When you're diabetic, you're not well. When you have bone pain and inflammation, you're not well. When you have eye problems, you're not well. When you have ulcers and digestive issues, you're not well. So, there are specific nutrients like curcumin in turmeric, which are going to help your liver. You see, like saw palmetto, which is going to help your what? Your hormones. I'm okay with them. Not one say. Saw palmetto helps you on what?
Hormone balance.
Everybody shout so that you can. It helps on what?
Hormone balance.
You guys are too many. You're more than 100 people. Eyamba kuki?
Hormone balance.
Sam tula bulungi. Toli mu kisenge kyo. Your neighbor is at risk, especially the one on the other side where you sit like this. So this one addresses the hair loss problem people have. The brittle nails that keep breaking in your bed. You're sleeping, ozuko inenjala mu kitanda musuka ngazamenyese. Abachala. Then it helps you on the skin radiance. You know, some of you be there and you're massaging your beards and then you come out with a beard. You're like, ngo kunyuka olinganga byo yabiringa byo yabyankoko so chikunyulamu watukira kunyula ebirevu really you need a lot of some of these nutrients. You be there massaging your hair and then you're combing akasanirizo no kasaniriya nekavamu n'ekibiri ngo chikunganya otinga kingi. Abachala mukimanyi kasitosanira ngo okutula enviiri omanya bwe wetaaga hair skin and nails tukubire ku simu gyangu ga dispute omugule kakati enhances the overall self-care routine. You want to feel good for yourself, you want to look after you. Kawefaako oli muntu ayagala kwerabirira toyagala kulwala. This is a product. Let's finish. Target market and a dosage. You know, this product is for 18-year-olds and above. They say women love these collagen things primarily, but even men have hormone imbalances. So it is for everybody. Then, psychographics. Those of us who are health conscious, we don't want to get high blood pressure. I don't want to die of issues to do with the wounds in my body, zinc. I don't want to have hormone imbalances. You know, some woman was like, my hormones have disturbed me, what, I trusted you for a month, and then this product doesn't work. Products is all. Hormone zimusumbuye okuva myaka nga 8 emabega ayagala kuona mwezi gumu really tamale emirundi yagamba ngo omutwe gubangalabi kumumenya kati ffe tetusobola kumunyonnyola na kumulemerako namugamba bw'oba oyagala gyamunyongera okujjanjaba otherwise you can move on. And then after 2 months she became bad off. She called me again, can we continue with the other product? I'm like, so health conscious individuals abafayo, please. Beauty-oriented people. Do we have some beauty-oriented women and men in the house?
Oh, yes.
And focused on wellness people. I don't want to fall sick. I don't want to grow a big tummy. Don't I look nice without a big tummy, Dennis? Sharon. The man is so slim from the bottom to the top. So healthy. You look nice on suits. Clap for me, man. Now, of course, we tell you the dosage is 1 or 2 tabs per day, taken with meals for optimal results. But you know, we tell you to take 2 tablets a day. And you'll feel fine. And you look good. And you will not be diabetic. And you will not have high blood pressure. And your cells will function well. And your energy levels will be boosted. And the skin tags will go away. And the illusions in your skin will disappear. And then the foggy brain will go off. And the tingling will go away. And the numbness will go away. And lack of sleep will not be there. And your liver will be worked on. And your eyes will get back to normal functioning. And your hair will radiate. Your skin will show beauty from the inside out. And you look good. Looking good should be a goal for everyone. Staying healthy should be everyone's primary goal. It's not nice to wake up one morning and you're not feeling fine and then you go to the hospital, and then they tell you, oh my goodness, this is so much damage. Please take a seat before we tell you. And then the nurse gets busy for another 30 minutes, and then your heart is running around. What are they going to tell me? And then they come. Are you ready to take the results? You know how we do these things. And then they tell you, I think for the rest of your life, bring that booklet. They write, you're going to be on this drug and this drug. Make sure you stay on it. Because if you don't, and then this drug, you can buy them in the nearest pharmacies. And you're asking, where can I get them? Prevention is better than cure. Now, when you already have, you need mega doses of these products. No side effects. Very natural. Some of you are seated here and you know about these products. You don't use them. We shall wait for you in corner X. When your father, your mom has stroke, and then you're rushing all over like a chicken without a head, slaughtered freshly and released to fly around. And then you'll be buying them expensively. I promise we will sell them to you expensively. So as a distributor, let's do our part. Hair, skin, and nails are a good product. Have you learned about hair, skin, and nails? Yes. Have you learned about it yet? Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Let's give ourselves a round of applause.